Hello everyone. Hi, this is Kiran, and this side we have Sabah Dehram, and she is an author, transformational coach, and an Access Bar felicitator. This is our episode 2, and we are very proud to have Sabah with us. Let's hear more about Sabah from her. So, welcome Sabah to episode 2 of Coffee with Kiran. Uh, Hope that you will have a great time with us. So, can you introduce yourself to our audience?
Thank you so much, Kiran. That's my pleasure for your invitation and being here with the Coffee with Kiran. That's a brilliant idea, and the way you are doing it is very well. Congratulations for your this project and program.
Thank
I wish
you.
you all the best. You are always shining, and I know that you are going to continue to make people wonder what of wonders you have, really.
Thank you so
So
much.
about me, I am Sabah Dirham. I am from Yemen and I live in India. You can say that I'm a life coach who was in need of coaching first. And I have, started my journey of transformation by doing it for myself. So now I know the importance of this kind of coaching and the transformation that everyone needs to do. That's why I'm doing it now to people. That's my contribution. Being an author, I was lucky to have a very amazing mastermind that's starting writing a book that everyone is talking about their story about transformation and coaching. So that book was Cut the Crab, and it is 15 coaches tell you how to cut the crab. And my story was from a mess to a bliss. This is what I like always to call my transformation journey or story. And yeah, I'm Access Bars facilitator. That is like a journey where I was expanding. Through like life realization. It helped me a lot in being connected to every energy of the universe, being the true me and realizing the true me. um, I like it so much on all the consciousness in it. And I'm now doing facilitator workshops on that because this is something also impacted my life hugely.
Wow.
So that's me.
Yeah, it's so you have so many things.
I like to always call out myself as an infinite being, which is doing a kind of experience in life and still in exploring and discovering more about me. So this is me till now.
Great, Sabah. So you are an author, coach, and an Access Bar felicitator. So before that, how was your journey? How was your childhood? How were you as a child?
Okay, as a now my thinking now is like very neutral about my childhood. Previously, if you talk about my childhood, I would like go in on tears, being an orphan, having a kind of a little bit of difficulties in childhood. But now, as I see it, it was like all blessings. You know, I felt like this is the way God and fate made me to explore, everything in life and have this personality
Yeah.
now I am in. So
So,
this
so, so
awareness,
Sabah would like to know, were you a shy girl or a naughty girl? That type of, how was your
I was not
childhood?
talking much. I was feeling like, maybe I have a feeling that I am a little.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it. But inside me, there was something like an ambitious girl who wants to do something. Although the environment is not encouraging at all, we have a very big like kind of family. I, I don't know how did they manage to bring all these children and take care of everything of them. They were amazing, really. And maybe I didn't have that, particular kind of care as a person. the way like now in small families you can give a particular care for each one of them, but there like we were like in a very big group, it's like a military, then everyone should supposed to take care of himself. I was supposed to take care of my studies, and I was ambitious. You can say that, even though I was like quiet person, but my mind was like thinking out of the box that yeah, I might be something.
Great, great to hear that. So, Sabat, tell me, like, how you landed on this coaching industry? What was the defining moment that you landed here?
I, as I told you, the mess that I created in my life because of my mindset. When I was depressed, when I was, feeling that I am a victim, or everything around me is wrong, and I cannot manage things, I cannot handle things. So I created a lot of mess that was mentally, physically, and emotionally. Let's say if I talk about the place that I came from, it is Yemen. When I was in Yemen, everything was like normal, a kind of routine life. A working woman, a mother, and I was like, I'm doing good, but that normal good everybody does. Okay, then suddenly a war happened in Yemen, like in 2015. Previously, problems were there, but 2015 it came to a very like huge problem, like war, and we were supposed to be evacuated because the place is not, good for children to study there. My children are Indian, and they're supposed to be in an Indian school, so I came here with the children, although my husband stayed there because he's working with the UN there, and he's supposed to serve for his, and he's the provider, and he cannot just leave the job like that. At that moment I was like, having this kind of responsibility, leaving everything that I had and I built, and being responsible of the two children by myself, and in a place that I didn't live with. I mean, I didn't live in before, or people I didn't live with before. Everything was like I'm a stranger, the person who came and just faced everything at that time. So yeah, I didn't feel happy that time. I felt like I'm losing everything, and yeah, it was that mess. It was the mess that I created. Feeling bad, feeling unhappy, focusing on the sad side, that oh my god, that things are
Victim
bad. Why
mode.
yeah, the only question that why all this is happening to me is on and not fair, and not I'm not happy because my country is in a war. And so really, yeah, I that mess once just gave me a shock that if it's going to continue this way, where I'm going.
Right.
Yeah, because I started, having problems, mentally, even physically, some migraine problems, and I could not sleep, like yeah, some things like that. Then I was in hospital, admitted for like 4 days, and then yeah, there was a kind of working call. I think, thanks to God, Alhamdulillah, I got that. I think that was blessed.
Yeah, God helped you from that.
Yeah, it's just you are not going to just
Right.
see what is bad. Can you just look a little bit here? So you have been saved.
Right.
You have good things to be gratitude, to have the gratitude and to be grateful for.
This is
That is the
human
moment.
nature actually. We look at only the sad side of the story, and we blame God, and we don't remove that filters whatever we have. Yeah, and it's great that you took that awakening call, I would say, because many of times we fail to look into that side as well, and we fail to grab that opportunity as well, right? So
Exactly. That inspires me because we are always having this kind of support from God, from the universe. We have this. I was not left. I was thinking that I am left. I'm lost. I miss everything, and I lost everything. But there was always a support, but we are not aware of it.
right.
Yeah, as you say, the filter was like black filter. You have to clean.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
that's amazing. It inspires me to write my next book. That is, I'm now finishing and publishing soon.
Wow. Best wishes for that. And we would
Yeah,
like to have you one more time when you publish that book with that book.
yeah.
And
It
we
is.
will, yeah,
Its name is Out of Blaming to Celebrating into Celebrating Life.
wow, that's so nice name.
Feel
Yeah,
the
I'm in love
gratitude.
with that book from name itself. Great.
Exactly. This is what I was talking about. I was
Right.
always in blame.
Blaming, and then you are now celebrating.
I'm
So
celebrating.
yeah, so my next question was to you, Sabha, that was when you shift your mindset, or when you shift that filters, you clear that filters, how you can see the life, how you see the opportunities.
I can say that a chance. Life is a gift. It's
Right.
a chance to choose and create and celebrate. So
Great.
everything you choose it, okay? You create whatever you are choosing, and you can celebrate that gift that you have this kind of being
Right.
on earth. And something also I want to say, which is important, that journey came to me to discover that Sabah is not supposed to be just a housewife with two children. I am more than that. I am doing that well. Okay,
Right.
I am an infinite being who can be more than that. So I started also exploring what abilities that I have and what is the contribution can I be here on earth, because all of us are creating the oneness.
Right.
We affect on each other.
Right. So it's who we create the limits, I guess. So if we are there
Exactly.
to on a vision or a mission, we have some mission in life. So then we can make more contribution, and our life may get a new purpose. Right.
Exactly. At that point, you feel like, yeah, it does worthy that I am here.
Right.
Uh, it does worthy to be a living being, to be among those people,
Yeah.
right? And you feel like, more love to yourself, more love to life, more love to God, more love to universe, a kind of more spirituality.
Right.
I feel like you are so good. You are unlimited and infinite being.
So
That's
when
really
you
nice.
start loving yourself more, what do you find any difference in your family members as well?
Yeah, 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 yeah. First of all, because I'll tell you something. My two children, when I was in my situation, the darkness situation, they suffered with me because I was not giving them the love and care they were supposed to get. And I think children always, they don't care if you are perfect, but they care if you just, yourself and you can take care. And so I feel like now I'm doing much much better than before, and I don't want to go into that. I feel sorry, but okay, now I am now willing to give them more, and I can see that they are also you know they're happy. I can see that they're happy, and I'm happy for them to be happy. It's just why mama is sleeping, why mama she's gloomy, what is happening. I did that will affect children. What else that I started, accepting whatever is happening, because what is it's all for good.
Right.
Yeah, even though I have faced many, like, death in my family, when I am here in India, and I could not go and visit my family before even um, departing them. So I felt like now I have this acceptance that the universe has laws, and everyone has choices, and we just have to accept things, because as there is bad, there is good. As there is suffer, there is happiness, and they are together.
Yeah.
It's together. It's just you have to open your eyes that there is good in everything.
Yeah, this pandemic has also left us with this thing only, because if we are close to our closed one also, then also we cannot see them. So see the magic of the universe, or see what is that. So it's all about how we feel that, or how we see that. Right. So everything it's gonna change actually, but we cannot change everything right now. Everything has its own time.
Yeah, but we can't start with ourselves
Right.
because we are in continuous change.
Right.
I believe that when we stop grow, we stop fading.
Right.
So every time, I know it's a pandemic, it just tells us that it's never the same way. You
Right.
have always to be prepared to create something different in different situations.
Right.
Maybe this is my story also in short. And
Right.
the pandemic also came to that. This is also for me, maybe I was prepared for the
Okay.
pandemic because already I have this situation. Suddenly I am in a situation when everything is gone.
Yeah.
So with that, I was prepared, and I can say that my growth went very high during the pandemic.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it can be a chance. It can be a chance. You just open your eyes and see what can you choose out of this.
Right. So that is we have to just clear that filters. Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. You are giving you very nice explanations. Yes. There's a filter. Change the filter.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, Sabah, tell about your vision and mission. What is your mission in life to our audience? They would like to know it.
So, as I told you from the beginning, that I felt that I am unworthy.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm little. So what I'm doing is the opposite. Is to explore how much this me, the real me, which has no limits, which has all the abilities and possibilities on life can do. So I am in a journey of discovery of this Sabah.
Great. Great.
Can possibilities, what kind of choices that I can explore and be and do in life, and that will affect global Earth and will affect also people. So this is I want to be a contribution to
Right.
this.
Great mission you have, Sabah, and I hope that everyone should have that mission in their life, because when we stop, as you said, when we stop growing, so we stop learning and we stop growing, then we are somewhere stuck in life.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
stuck, and the minute we stuck, it's
Right.
like a flower. If you have a plant and you stop watering it, start dying.
Right.
I would like to remember, like recently, I heard it from Arfin Khan himself when he said, "A comfort zone is a dead zone."
Right. Yeah. True.
Exactly.
But most of the people love to be in the comfort zone because it's a very easy way to live a life, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, but it's the limited. It's the limited. I can say it's the fake. It's
right.
the fake version of you.
Right.
Because I don't think God created you just to be the normal.
Right.
You can be different. It cannot be all of us a copy of each other. Even our fingers are, in different shape.
Yes.
So yeah, it cannot be all are the same, normal or that, or stuck in one place.
Right.
Spread your, I like that to do, like spread your wings. Try to
Right.
find out what else is possible. This
Right.
is something also from Access Consciousness, which I usually do and teach.
Yeah, I also see that your status and that thing on your social media. So I'm very like this thing. Yeah, this is so good you are doing for the society, for the people. So hats off to you for that as well.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm not doing much as you, but yeah, I am on the way.
Great,
I keep
great.
on growing. I keep on growing.
Great.
Yes.
So, Sabha, what else you would like to tell to our audience? Any suggestions, any advice, any words of wisdom from your side?
Words of wisdom. Oh wow. What I say that if anybody is here watching this, so this is you just be aware. Why are you watching it?
Right.
And keep on asking why I want to grow, why I want to live. That's the first question. I Do you want to live? Why you want to live? What do you want to do by being alive? So when you start knowing why, you will discover your passion, and you by that passion you will have the energy to go on. and whatever life is bringing to you, you will know how to deal with it. Okay, and you will, as you said, you will choose, you will create, and you will celebrate, and that is the ultimate happiness, I guess.
Great.
So be that person, keep on exploring, and be a happy person. Keep
Yeah.
on laughing.
Great, great, Sabha. So my takeaway from your this thing is choose, create, and celebrate. So nice of that.
Yes,
Great.
yeah, it just came once with me in one early morning when I was in a very high vibe, when I chose something and I created that happiness for myself, and satisfaction, and feeling like, oh, my heart is like, my soul is hugging me for me choosing such a great thing to make me happy, which was breaking the limitation of that I was creating. Then the celebration is so good. The
Right,
celebration is coming from everywhere in plenty. You feel the abundance, then things are coming up that you never even think about.
right, right, right. So
Yes,
great to hear from you. And Sabha, it was really, really nice to have you on our session. And I loved it. Every bit of it was a new thing for me, was some takeaway for me. And I hope that your journey of contribution goes on. It never ends. It
yes.
may you get loads of success for your journey and for your book also. Best wishes. Let's celebrate that when you publish it. Let us know. We would
Yeah,
like to have you more times with us. It was really a pleasure to have you with us.
I am now celebrating this.
Yeah,
Really, that is it was a very nice chance which is coming to me, and I chose it. And now we never know what we are going to create. What can this talk create to people, and the way that we can impact people through this kind of things like coaching and facilitating, and just telling them that we have been there in the dark side, come
right.
out to the light side, it is very nice, and
Yeah.
come party with us. Thank you so much, Kiran, and I'm so happy for and thankful for your good wishes about my new book, and yeah, we'll celebrate together. I give you a promise.
Thank you so much, Sava. So,
Thank
bye
you.
bye. Have a great day. Thank you guys for watching it, and let's watch it together. Learn something from it. Take your takeaways from it, and yes, life is beautiful. Celebrate it. So,
Yes,
thank you, everyone.
yes, amazing. Thank you.